So let's talk a little bit about the future. What's next? So this is us with rich snippets and pub sub hubbub sitemaps. We've got a database-backed website that pushes to the content of our pages. And that markup is also structured so that those entities are identified on those pages. The database also updates a sitemap so Google knows what our content is and when it changes. And then we've got this cool stuff over in the search engine results page. And what we can expect in the future, for sure, is more rich snippet types, perhaps. We just added prayer times, and there's a lot of different discrete entities that would be cool and interesting to show in the search engine results page. But we're also going to do more with that data. For example, we can include that data in vertical searches, and we've just recently released this feature. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I had a screenshot earlier of a stuffing search. You'll notice when I look down here at the left, I can narrow my search by ingredients. And that's because these webmasters have identified the ingredients in their recipes with structured markup. So as I select, say, I don't know, turkey, maybe I don't have turkey. Maybe I have sherry, and maybe I have steak. Here is a grilled flank steak with mushroom stuffing. That sounds fantastic. And I can indicate I don't have more than 60 minutes. Apparently, that takes a while to cook. Or the other fear is that doesn't exist for my diet. You can see how this is really cool, that we can do not just rich snippets. Not only do you get more control over how you look in search engine results, but we can do cool new things with that data, like this vertical search with recipes. And it all starts here. By mirroring the data in your database on both your web pages and your sitemap, and on those web pages using structured markup, your website becomes more like your database. By telling Google this right away, that data is more known and more useful and available for your users. The more this happens, the more the whole web starts to become more of a database, the more we can start to do really cool things with that data. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so to summarize, the practical elements of this talk is markup is super easy. You don't have to add anything new to your site. You just have to tell us what it is. Scaling is pretty straightforward. All you really need to do is edit your templates instead of the end pages. Markup is good, yeah? Rich snippets are really cool, and vertical searches are really cool, and users appreciate them. Not only that, but you have more control. You now get to tell Google what data is there using sitemaps and using structured data, what data is actually on the page and what pages have data. And of course, the sitemap tells Google what pages should be crawled and when they've changed so that they can update them. And this all leads, again, this practical application that happens today is more control over how you appear. Rich snippets and sitemaps give you that. It allows you to control traffic and engagement, and it gives you more control so that using that control, people know what's so great about your pages. You let your users see the richness of every page when they're looking for them. And I think that's pretty neat. All right, that's pretty much all I have to say on that, except for the answers to any questions you may have.